This is fascinating. This is a Steeler 67 Beach Club. Now these are an all aluminium build, they're Dutch built, and they're built pretty much to owner specification, and when I say that, I really mean it, because this started off as a 58-foot design, and the more that the owner and the factory collaborated and went through everything that the owners required, it ended up at 67 feet. So that's the beauty of building out of aluminium. You're not constrained to mouldings and saying, well, that's the size of the boat, so that's it. You can do what you like, and they did. Right at the back here, we've got a lift platform that will take a Williams 325 tender. We've got these great seating areas down here. This is what we mean by the beach club. The fact that this whole area back here is right down at water level, that's fantastic. And one of these buttons here, if I can find the right one, let's try that one. Lifts this up, and you can see we've got a load of storage underneath there. That's very useful. Sea bobs, or we've got a electric scooter in there at the minute, canopies, that sort of thing. And I think it's a similar arrangement over on this side. If we head on forward then, there's lots to talk about with this. There's a door here to close this area off when you're out at running. You wouldn't perhaps be back here then. You could be, but yeah, it just allows you to seal this off. We've got the bar areas here. Again, I come back to the same thing. You might look at this and think, well, do you know what, I'd rather have more seating around here and not have the bar. Fine, that's the whole point. They'll do what you want. This is absolutely down to owner specification. And it's a really intriguing twin level, and we'll come back to that when we go around the boat. We'll come out this way, and that will be easier to explain to you. Now, one of the features that this boat has is the fact that there is, I think it's the owner's son, is very, very tall. So this boat has 7 feet of headroom throughout. I'm over 6 foot, and look how much space there is in here. It gives a great feeling of space, but if you are tall, of course, that's absolutely wonderful. We've got the saloon area down here. We've got, of course, fridge freezer down here. Now again, very much owner specification. They don't really cook on the boats. They just went for a very minimal hob. If you wanted a full 4-burner there, of course, absolutely no problem. They'd do that for you. And we've got things like dishwasher in here. The washing machine lives in this one. It's not actually there at the minute. It's not been fitted yet, but that's where that would go. Drawers here, storage up here. Some really nice backlighting about the place. This is very, very nice. TV over here as well. If we head on forward, now you can just simply have this open throughout the boat. This owner chose to have a pocket door here, so this can slide across and close this section off. It's 3 cabins, it's 2 heads. So we've got a cabin here, for example. These are throws. These are supposed to look like this, apparently. To me, it looks like someone's just chucked it on the bed, but there's a lot of art involved, I'm told. Wardrobe in here, of course, AV equipment, all that kind of stuff is all going on. Again, all these finishes, it's all down to whatever you want. I love the way they put lighting into places like this in the door jamb here. It's so nice. Nice flooring throughout as well. If we come up a bit further forward, we've got another cabin here. Again, it's a twin. Again, it's owner spec. In fact, this one's got a Pullman as well. That's this chap, which will fold down to give you a 3rd bed in here if it's required. We've got hanging locker again. We've got AV equipment again. And this one has an ensuite access to the day heads. So it comes from the main passageway there. I mentioned it was 2 heads and 3 cabins. So of course the other cabin we just looked at would also use that, but accessed from the passageway. Fridge and freezer down there, so a little bit more storage. Obviously we've got it in the galley as well, but it's just a bit of overflow, always useful. That then is the day heads. That's the one that we just went into a second ago through this door. Again, an absolute ton of headroom. It is all the way through the boat. Forward again, another pocket door here to slide across. Again, you may or may not choose to have that. This owner has, so that's what he's got. And then owner's cabin's up here in the bow. I think I'm right in saying this is the owner's 2nd Steeler. He had a Steeler 50, was very, very happy with it, wanted to upgrade, talked to Steeler, and this was, I think, a 2-year build from initial design, and consultation right up to the finished article. But as I say, it was absolutely built specifically to the requirements that the owner requested. So every inch of this is their personal spec. Which is great, because it means you can have whatever you want, literally. Hanging over here, like this. Look how tall even these are. Get your ball gun in there, no problem, wouldn't you, missus? And then more storage in places like this and down here. I love this leather work. So it's here, it's on the floor around here. It's very, very nicely done. If we head on up here then, there's a really interesting feature up here which I don't think I've really seen before. Certainly not on a boat of this size. And that is that this is a raised upper deck. There's another fridge down here. The helm position is here. So we've got things like the operating system on this Garmin screen, camera system, of course you can use these for navigation, you can use these for whatever you want. Joystick control, because she's got IPS, and we've got the throttle controls, thruster controls, VHF radio, and the twin helm seats. Again, all laid out and all precisely to customer specification. But the really intriguing thing about this setup, this is a retracting TV, by the way, it doesn't have to be there, it drops down into that cabinet. But look at these drop windows here, they're on both sides, but there's more. Oh, there's more. This control panel here, if we press that one and hold it until the light flashes, there it goes, and then we push up. You ready for this? How remarkable is that? So what it's giving you now is an open boat feel with a hardtop rather than the closed helm. It's absolutely brilliant. And it means that with these windows open on the sides as well, it just gives this a whole open area out here, which is why you can have things like a grill out here, because it's so well ventilated. Wine coolers here as well, the sink you can see for yourself, and then again, storage in places like this. But yeah. That's pretty special, isn't it? Absolutely remarkable. And it's weird, it doesn't seem like a massive opening. I think it's about 18 inches, but it does really open this area out. You get a sudden through flow of air, and when you're at the helm here, it does kind of feel like you are on an open boat with a hardtop over it. Brilliant. Let's press on. There's another surprise lurking. Something else I've not seen before. If you really want some open air powerboating experience, well, we can give you that. Those are the steps where we went in. So this is this split level arrangement. We are now going to go. Oh, it's got some mega hi-fi on here as well. I forget the make of the speakers, but this is proper top end stuff apparently. Remarkable. Let's head on up here. You see those drop windows even better now, and that roof system. We've got retracting cleats. There is sunbathing up here. These are deck lockers here and here, and then sunbathing and a convivial area, but it's more than a convivial area. And there's your clue. Yes, you can. You can drive the boat from here. Throttles, steering using the IPS. You've got thruster controls as well, so if you want to dock the boat here, then you can do. So you can sit here with your view out over the front, wind it up and go. And that's why they put this in. So if you happen to encounter some really rough water and you happen to get thrown from the helm, I mean, it's unlikely in a boat of this size, but it's there as a safety thing, that would cut the engines. Can you imagine that? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? That would be so cool. Windscreen cover is on at the minute. Obviously that's all glass around there normally. And then We can't really see on the top very well now we've raised that roof. Let's go up here a little bit. There we go. And that's the top of the boat up there. Very good. Again, you've got the speaker system dotted around the place. If we come back here then, we've got a very deep deck locker, so that's great for things like the canopies that go over here. You can see that's the track that they go into. That's remarkable, isn't it? Absolutely remarkable. These little fellows here, by the way, are for putting the pins in of fenders. So you can just drop the fender in, the pin goes in, the fender goes over, and that's to stop the line from rubbing on the paintwork. That's another Steeler right next door, a smaller one. You can see the similar style, can't you? You can have, you see how this one's got the rails around it, just to give it a little bit more height. You can have that if you want on here. Again, owner specification. This one I wanted a clean look and felt perfectly confident walking around it as it is. So that, of course, is what we've got. And then in here, that one is a fridge up here on the bow. Fantastic. Let's head back down this side. Past these massive windows, you can see how that opens out, can't you? Meant to say, there is a centerpiece to go into here to make that one complete table for larger parties, and you can see they've got telescopic legs. They'll drop down, you can make that into a big daybed there if you want to. Very nice. Nice place to watch TV because you can tuck yourself up at this end, stick a movie on. Happy days. Good, let's press on down and I'll show you the engines. So we access these from here. So I mentioned IPS drives, and these are the engines, they're Volvo Pentas. Let's come right on through here. These are IPS 950s. Let's drop right on back. You can see the top of the pods back here, but you can also see the construction of the boat. I mentioned it was an aluminium construction, and you can see it. Where can I show you? That's better, isn't it? Down through there. So these are 725 horsepower each. They're giving this boat about 30 knots flat out. She'll cruise at 25, drop back to 20 knots, and you'll get about 400 miles of range. And then we've got generator up here as well, and we've also got a Seakeeper 9 gyro stabilizer. Fantastic. I think that's about it. There's no crew cabin on this one. It's very much an owner-operator. I don't think there's much else to show you. Let's have a little look down this side, just for the sake of it. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, let's pop ourselves back out. Marvellous. Let's drop that back down. And I think that's about it. But it's an intriguing one, isn't it? Marvellous. Okay, let's head back up onto the bow. That is remarkable. And we'll finish up here. Let's spin you on round. Let's say massive thanks to HMY Yachts. They organised that tour, and of course huge thanks to you guys for watching it. That really is a bit different. As I say, if there's choices about that you don't like, no problem, they'll make that entirely to your own specification. But as ever, let me know what you think. Let me know what you would choose, and we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care, bye bye.